Today would have been Dr. Martin Luther King's 97th birthday. 97th birthday. Of course, he was shot and killed many, many years ago at the Lorraine Hotel in Memphis.
You've been there.
Yeah, I was just there with listeners. It is a powerful experience. Now, that hotel where the tragedy took place is the American Civil Rights Museum. And I was moved when I went there. It's just so powerful, and he did so much good and said so many important things.
There's so many
happy
things.
birthday to him and his family.
There's so many things that we don't know. This song, Stevie Wonder wrote. So our United States government would observe Martin Luther King Jr. Day as a federal holiday.
I had no idea that that's what the song was all about.
I know. So it was a long battle. A long battle.
That was.
4 days after what you were talking about with Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination in 1968, Coretta Scott King, Dr. King's widow, there's a significant bill. It faced opposition for more than a decade. It wasn't until, 1986 that we finally observed it. So Stevie Wonder's happy birthday means a lot. Actually, he said that he met Dr. King when he was 15, Stevie Wonder, and was deeply impacted by his work and death. Now, here's a part, I'm just going to play this part. Here's one part of the song where you can actually hear Stevie Wonder kind of referring to it, because now we just make it kind of like a celebration, like your birthday.
Right.
Here, listen to Stevie Wonder talking. Isn't that so cool? I love that. What's really interesting is that there were 6 million signatures that were signed. It was pretty interesting before it was finally
a big deal.
Ronald Reagan signed the bill into law. And
20 years after he was assassinated.
do you know who else talked about this very topic about Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday actually being today, and he would have been 97, but we observe it on Monday as a federal holiday, is Kyle Wallace.
Kyle, what do you think of, he's with us in the studio, when you think of Dr. King and his birthday and his legacy, what comes to mind? What do you think of?
I mean, you run down here, you lose your voice a little bit. No, when I think of Dr. King, I think of the legacy. Obviously, we always talk about the cookie cutter, what he did, I Have a Dream speech, but also just what he did really opened up doors for so many people. Like you're talking about the conversation that we're having here today. Martin Luther King helped drive that. He helped drive equality. He helped get people to galvanize behind the cause of what was happening down in different places in the South, to be able to get people to say, this is not right, we need to have more equality. So I am thankful for Martin Luther King and what he did, because there was a lot of other people that helped during that time, but he was the face of the civil rights movement. And look what we have today.
He went into the trenches of Chicago, where it was really, really heated. And my mother, when she was young, she was walking home from school, she saw Martin Luther King Jr. and other activists marching, and white people, throwing rocks at Martin Luther King Jr.'s head.
That's atrocious.
And my mother said that she was clutching her books, and it was interesting that she was describing from a child's point of view, looking at that and not understanding what was going on, and she was witnessing history.
Yeah, it's so good to be able to have that highlight, because when you see that, it allows for people to have that memory to understand that we never want to have a time where we hate people just for the way that they look, right? We just have so much disdain, and understand it was just a way of the time for some people. But I'm so glad we're so much past that, and we're better off as a country because of it.
Yeah, I took listeners down to Memphis. I was telling Julia, and we went to the Civil Rights Museum, which is at the Lorraine Hotel. Now that site, I don't know if you've been there, Kyle, but
I have not.
The hotel where the balcony where he was shot is preserved, and so is the room. And then the rest of the building was removed, and instead they built an incredible, beautiful, powerful museum there in Memphis. And we walked the route that he walked that time when he was in Memphis.
Yes,
and it's unbelievable.
I've seen. I wish I saw that in person, John. They show the bed is still not. It's still undone.
The room
and
is still there.
And I think that his cigarette butt, it's still there in the ashtray.
It's all preserved. Kyle, thanks for the perspective. We always appreciate it when you're with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry about that, guys.
No problem. It's all good, Kyle.
He showed up a little late.
A little Kyle's better than no Kyle.
Oh, happy MLK Day.
It is 5.